So basic controls. W, A, S, and D will control which way that you walk forward. And then use your mouse to look around. Right or left click, you can hit things. And then holding left click will on a block will allow you to break it. And then right click is how you would place the block. And then so E on the keyboard opens your inventory. And then you can hit escape or E again to get out of it.
I got that down.
Yeah.
I guess the biggest change and the most noticeable thing that's changed is just not having the same opportunities for the students to have fun, to engage in just the normal things that they would want to do during the year.
Yeah.
You know, it's been pretty noticeable that, you know, they just haven't had some of the same chances and opportunities to enjoy the year that a normal school year would provide. That's been very noticeable for me and something that I've struggled with, and you know, just trying to figure out how is it that we can give you guys some sense of normalcy, but at the same time keep everybody as safe as possible.
I completely lost you.
Oh, I don't know where I'm at. I'm just walking around.
Fair enough.
I was in the water, got out the water.
See all sorts of different things that'll try and attack you.
Okay.
And
I just knife it here. Huh?
Just absolutely all you need to do is just left click over and over again.
That sounds pretty easy. So is this a continuous game that you just played?
It's basically there's no real ending to it. I mean there's bosses that you can fight in it. But really you can play in a singular world for as long as you want.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's how I want it that way. I really would like to learn more from our students of just kind of what they are into and interested in, and what, you know, makes them happy, and try and figure out ways in which I could enjoy some of those same things. Like I want to be able to venture out and do different things and really try and get to know.
Bad things are gonna start happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's going down.
I see it is. Yeah, not just get to know the school, but get to know each of, you know, as many individual students as I possibly can. You know, this is a game I've never played, but
yeah, and it's
fun so far.
Try and shoot at us, and
oh, yep, I see him.
And then then we're gonna head for the zombie.
Someone else.
Yeah. You've killed your first mob in Minecraft.
Look at that.
See, let's see if we can find a creeper somewhere. That'll be interesting. Creepers, so mobs, all the different mobs kind of have different properties about them. So skeletons have a bow. Zombies are just kind of your basic thing that kind of like you, but they're not, but they're evil. Spiders can climb up walls, and then creepers explode. So that you see that green little tower thing back down there?
Yep, I do.
That is a creeper, and if we get too close to it, it'll explode before we kill it.
Okay.
We're gonna head over here. And then so it has a trigger distance basically. So if you keep out of, so it'll start to fuse up at times, but if you back far enough away, it'll stop doing that. And try, come on. It's not moving at all from there. Oh, and then there's a witch that throws potions, instant damage potions or poison potions.
And all of these are pretty much random, so every time you do a different one, it's
and the world is completely different every time as well. Oh, this creeper's coming. Yeah, that's the explosion.
Yeah.
And then Why some food here? And if you take that
I think
piece of
I've got
food,
some food.
yeah, got got a piece of cooked chicken there. Over there, the tall
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
That is an Enderman. Yep. No, I'm probably gonna die. And he teleports.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, they're probably one of the harder default mobs to beat that isn't one of the bosses, just because they have twice the health of a skeleton, and then they also teleport and they do a lot of damage here. I got your stuff here for you. There.
Oh, I'm getting attacked by a fireman.
Oh yeah, so then skeletons and zombies burn in the day, or in the sun.
I mean, everybody's handling as best as they could, which is all we can ask for, really. I think, you know, with something like this, the one thing that can make things go south is if people choose to not be flexible and understand that things won't be ideal.
Yeah.
It's real easy for us in times like this to harp on a bunch of negatives and forget, you know, what the overall reason as to why we're doing certain things are, and find some positives in doing those things. That's been, I mean, it's been hard for me to do as well. You know, yeah, finding you know, positives in the day and what we're doing is important. As students, you know, we're asking you all to do something that's almost unnatural for students, which is stay away from each other as much as possible, which is, you know, to not have some of the more natural things that students would want to do when they're in a community of other of peers, especially peers that they consider themselves to be close with. But overall, I think everybody has taken that positive challenge of trying to care for each other and truly embraced it in as good of a way as possible. It's not, none of it's easy for anybody, and you know, as much as I could ask for it's coming to life here, which is just that we care about each other, we care for each other, we make sure that we are taking care of each other, and that we try. And half the battle with this stuff is trying, the other half is caring, and you know, everything else will figure itself out as we go through things.